So this will be the last topic for module 3, the sources of error in leveling. So for this lesson, you'll be expected to know and able to discuss the sources of error in leveling and how they can be removed or eliminated. So sources of error in leveling, by the name itself, error during the conduct of leveling survey. So these errors are caused usually caused by the skills mismo sa atong survey team or sa expertise sa nag-conduct sa surveys or sa instrument mismo, error sa instrument as well as sa atong environment. So first is the instrumental error. So these errors is attributed to mismo sa imperfection sa ato instruments. Meaning either fault siya sa manufacturer or from the improper adjustment. So first type of instrumental error is the instrument out of adjustment. Meaning wala siya ang atong instrument is not level. So assuming mo ang atong tripod, then kani ang atong level instrument. Then naatay rod. So in leveling, again, ang atong paan dapat is the horizontal level atong line of sight mismo. Since wala man naka-level or ang atong instrument is out of adjustment man, instead of the line of sight nato ang atong paan, ang atong makuha nga readings is either upward or downward. So natay errors atong readings mismo. So pero this type of error can be eliminated or ma-minimize nato if ang atong backside and foresight distances is nearly equal in iyang distance. Meaning, kunahay kani ang atong instrument, then makita ang atong rod for the backside, ang atong station sa foresight. So ang atong distance from the backside na station to the instrument kadong is nearly equal po from the instrument to our foresight para sa foresight station na to. Next is the rod not standard length. So, meaning inaccurate ang atong situations or divisions of a rod. To minimize po aning error or para ma-determine nato kung inaccurate ba ang graduation sa atong rod, pwede nato siya i-compare sa atong standardized steel tape. Then, kung naman gani error na atong ma-determine, we can apply corrections na ana sa atong measurement using atong rod. And next is the defective tripod. So, kung defective ato tripod, ang atong instrument na gamiton kay dili na ma-level. So, error na po ang atong readings. Okay, so these three are the types of instrumental errors. Next is the personal errors. The personal errors occur largely due to the skills or expertise mismo sa atong survey team. So also this is due to the limitations at atong sense of touch or sight or hearing of individuals. Also, personal errors are usually caused by the erroneous manipulation or careless handling of instruments when making observations or when conducting level survey. So, one type of error case is bubble not center, meaning wala naka-center ang level bubble sa instrument. So, generally speaking, wala naka-level ato instrument. Next, parallax, which also refers to the change sa atong apparent position sa object when viewed from different points or angles. For this type of error, we can apply corrections due to parallax, attention to parallax. Next type of personal error is the faulty red reading. The instrument man may sometimes misread the number of meters should be vertically positioned as much as possible, or else they don't use na po ng atong red reading. Then to minimize this type of error, we can use plumb bob sa atong rod para makibaw ka or to determine if naka-vertical na ba ato rod. Next is the incorrect setting of target. So for this type of error, sa ato na po din red man. So wala naka-position ang atong red man sa atong station mismo. And last type of error is the unequal backside and foresight distances. Now we'll go to the natural errors. So these errors are due to or caused by the natural resources. So for this type of errors, this cannot be totally removed, but we can apply corrections to reduce or to minimize the error. So first is the curvature of the earth. Second is the atmospheric refractions or the presence of heat waves during the conduct of the survey. Third one is the temperature variations or the changes in temperature during the survey led to expansion or contractions of the leveling rod. Third one is the wind. And next is the settlement of the instrument, and lastly is the faulty turning points. So again, these are the types of errors. The instrumental errors, we have the personal errors and the natural errors. So for the common mistakes in leveling, first is the misreading of rod. So misreads the instrument man, like for example, instead of the iyahang dapat reading is 1.035 meters, ang iyang pag-read is 1.350 meters. So napay misreading sa rod. Second is the incorrect recording. So ang didictate sa instrument man is 1.555, but ang type sa recorder is 1.333. Next is the erroneous computation. So atong pag-compute sa height of instrument as well as the elevation sa atong mga station kay sayo. Next is rod not fully extended. So naman tayo mga type of rods such as the folded rods such as this one. So when taking readings na dapat i-extend sa nato ang second na layer, wala na to siya na-extend, hindi dito siya i-extend sa third layer. So in this case, instead ng atong ma-read is 2.1 meters, example, since wala man nato na-extend ang second layer, nato na sa third layer. Ang atong na-read is 3.2 meters, for example. So that's also a common mistake in leveling. And lastly is moving turning points. So a turning point na accidentally moved of its position by a radman will lead to a serious mistake sa leveling survey method. So to prevent this type of mistake, we should use a stable and clearly defined turning points. Also, we can mark the position of the rod with a pen, crayon, or chalk. So to summarize, or to avoid those sources of errors as well as the common mistakes in conducting a survey, these are the list of precautions or reminders in conducting leveling survey. So first, rod should be held vertically when reading is taken. Also, make sure that the bubble in the level 2 is centered. And for the third one, when using a folding stock, always make sure that each section of the stock is drawn out to its full extent. And to reduce the effect of instrumental error, the backside and foresight distances should be kept nearly equal. Then for fifth one, to ensure the instrument should be securely clamped to the tripod. Next is when taking readings, instrument man should not grip the tripod or rest his hands on the tripod. Also, to ensure that the reading is recorded correctly, recorder should practice na i-always read back ang recorded observation para madunggan sa ato instrument man. And lastly, to avoid mistakes of reading the units, always make sure na ito'y record if nagamit na ka og English system na graduated rod or the metric system na graduated rod. Okay, that would be all for sources of error in modeling.